Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're back here in the F-15E Strike Eagle, and today we're fighting a flight of 3 Mirage 2000-5s. So obviously the Mirage 2000s, the Dash 5s are a better variant of the older Mirage 2000, mostly avionics upgrades but also missile capability. They're now carrying the Mica IR RF, which are long-range Fox 3s and Fox 2s. TWS track here. I got the first guy on radar. Today we're going to be trying to do some track while scan stuff in the F-15. As you can see, I can cycle between targets by pressing coolie switch up. I only got one guy locked up right now though. Okay, there's the second guy right there. But today we're going to be looking at, you know, the differences that TWS can make in a fight here. You guys who have been watching the recent videos will know I've been pretty critical of track while scan, or TWS, or TWIS, call it whatever you want. You know, talking about how it loses track. It's called track while lose or track while lag. Looks like they're doing a trail formation here. But basically the F-15 radar is so powerful that the TWS locks on this thing are actually still pretty good. It holds lock through some pretty aggressive maneuvers by the bandits. And one of the major advantages that TWS provides to you is multi-target engagement, ability to fire AMRAAMs at multiple targets and guide those in. Can make a huge difference. It's a big force multiplier / equalizer. A lot of people think the big advantage of TWS is, you know, the fact that, oh, you can launch on the other guy and he won't know you're going to shoot at him. Like we talked about, how if he's looking at his ranges, he's going to just assume you launched. I think the real advantage of track while scan rests in its ability to engage multiple targets at once, which is what we're going to do here. We're at 29 miles and we are ready to shoot, so let's go ahead and send it. Fox 3. Fox 3, we're using coolie switch up to cycle to step between targets. We'll give the leader 2, there we go. So we stepped through, everybody got 1 AMRAAM except the leader who got 2. And the only reason I did that is I think it's a pretty big blow to your morale to see your flight leader get blown out of the sky right in front of you. But we're defending now, we're in the crank. 19 miles, they fired at me as well, as you can hear that. That's a Mica RF, it's a Fox 3 French missile. Looks like the bandits are defending. The crank is a defensive maneuver that drags the enemy's missiles, but you maintain the bandits on the gimbal limit of your radar. We're going cold now, which provides guidance to your missiles. So you defend while, you know, being offensive at the same time. It's a nice little tactic, very dependent on range. If you're too close, you can't do that. We're off cold now. Most of those AMRAAMs should have reached their target by now. I can see some guys in the cons there. And possibly some splashes somewhere, but I can't see any. Okay, RWR tells me there's somebody over here in this general direction. I see one splash in the distance. There's someone here. Look at this guy. What is this? Got him locked here. Nope, lost it. Huh. Are they all dead? Was it that easy with track while scan? Oh, no, there's still... No, that's their AWACS. They have AWACS, by the way. I don't. So they have even more situational awareness. Alright, look at this. I actually got pinged by one other guy. So there's another Mirage out here. And he's locking me up. Hold on, let's find this guy. Playing with the radar elevation now. There he is, got him. He's Angels 10, 15 miles off the nose. I'm gonna double tap him. 13 miles. Fox 3 and Fox 3 again. And we'll defend. Alright, good luck to that guy. Because that's 2 AMRAMs, very dangerous. Pretty close range. And we'll go back here, popping flares in case he fired one of those long-range Mica IRs. Very reminiscent of the Russian ET missile. Alright, we'll recommit here and check out what happened. That guy is almost certainly dead. I don't know how he could have survived that. He was nose hot at 10 miles, and I fired 2 very dangerous AMRAMs at him. Oh, there he is. Yep, he's dead. Yeah, he's gone. Alright, very good. That's the F-15 for you, man. This thing is a absolute beast. Track while scan on this thing is a whole different story. Okay, let's give these guys another opportunity here. These Mirages. Looks like they got separation this time. And looks like we got 3 bandits, Angels 9, 8, so they're and 7, so they're pretty co-altitude. 12,000 for the leader, so he's climbing. Let's go ahead and lock him up. Usually when they spread out like this, it indicates that they want to do some sort of pincer. I got him in a high data track TWS lock on the leader. Here's the second guy at 16,000. And we'll grab this guy right here at 17,000. Got you locked. Okay. 60 miles. So, pretty decent. And you saw me bump the cursor against the side. That increased my azimuth from 30 to 60 degrees. So increasing the azimuth like that allows me to, you know, have a wider scan, which will allow me to keep the bandits in the scan zone of the radar. Go ahead and punch tanks. So you can see how much of an advantage it is when you have an aircraft with such a powerful radar that it can maintain a TWS track while scan on multiple targets and engage 3-4 bandits at the same time. You can see how much of a force amplifier, you know, equalizer it can be. Here's an F-15, one singular F-15 holding down an entire airspace against 4 bandits. Or sorry, 3 bandits in this case, but I could be doing this against 4. Fox 3 at 42 miles. And let's give the other guy Fox 3, and we'll step to the third bandit, Fox 3. And let's go back to the leader. He can have another one, Fox 3. Very good. So as we discussed in the last little portion, I mentioned it there too, they actually have an AWACS that's flying at 35,000 feet, about 40 miles behind their line. And so they have very good situational awareness. something that I don't have. I don't have data link. But the radar on this thing is so powerful that it feels like I do. You know, I see everything in front of me. Very little things can hide from me right in front of me. If I'm looking in that direction, I'm going to see it pretty much. Now, not having data link is an issue. If there's a bandit coming in from the right side or the left side, I'm not going to see it. They've launched at me. I'll get the RWR spike, but I won't necessarily know that the bandit's coming from the right or the left. That's why you need wingmen, and that's why data link is so important. You know, you'd be seeing that, you'd be like, oh, I'm being flanked, and you would turn around and kill that guy. 22 miles as we defend here. And you know, the Strike Eagle we talked about, maybe not the best dogfighter, but seems very, very capable in BVR. At the end of the day, it's an F-15, right? It's going to be good in BVR. 1.3 Mach as we defend here. And quickly recommit, because I don't want to let these guys become offensive again. They did shoot at me, but no effect. Okay, one dead off in front. Another guy shooting at me. That's an old missile. Because I haven't seen another RWR spike. And I'm again wondering if they're all dead or if there's at least one guy who's defending. Yeah, one guy's still alive according to RWR, and he's right off the nose here somewhere. So it looks like we got like 2 of them, and there's one guy still up, which will re-engage. He's been busy defending that AMRAAM I shot at him. So we've now got it down to a 1v1. Range 22 miles. And we'll close in a little bit more, and then I'll crank, and I'll point my nose and shoot at him again. He's locking me here. 18 miles. Fox 3. And then we'll defend at 17 miles. 15 miles, 14 miles. So we'll crank, drag that missile, and drag the missile down and to the side. All of these maneuvers will bleed missile energy. Here we are now at 10 miles. That guy's defending my AMRAAM. So I'm going to go ahead and point the nose at him, Fox 3 again, and continue to crank. Okay, and pull away. You can hear that he's no longer shooting at me because he's got his hands full defending at least 2 AMRAAMs. I think he actually might have beat the first one, because if he hadn't, I'd already see a splash in the air somewhere. I don't see this guy right now. There he is. I see him. He's diving down. Oh, he's defending very aggressively here. He might survive that second one. Nope, never mind. And he's gone. That's it. Dominance of the F-15 in BVR. Still true even with the Strike Eagle.